Hello, chào các anh chị và các bạn. Bây giờ mình đang ở Lido Saigon.
They are the organizers of this event. We are all community leaders. If you're asking, we put it together. We are all community leaders. We came together because we believe that we all have a right to assemble. So if you hear somebody say you don't have a right to assemble, guess what? That's a lie. You have a right to assemble. This is a peaceful protest. You have a right to speak your mind. You have a right to have a freedom of speech. You have a right to go out and adjust accordingly. Okay? We are walking today not only for George Floyd. We are walking today for Breonna Taylor. We are walking for Breonna Taylor. We are also walking for Tamir Rice. We are also walking for Philando Castile. We are also walking for Trayvon Martin. We are also walking for Oscar Grant. There's plenty of other individuals that I can name. Way too many. But I want you guys to understand that as millennials, as many of you are, as millennials, we have the power to rightfully change the judicial system, the criminal justice system, and the police department. By first, that's right, by first divesting from police departments. Fully defunding police departments. When I say defund police, say defund police, defund police.
Defund police!
Defund police.
Defund police!
Defund police.
Defund police!
Defund police.
Defund police!
That's the first solution. So if somebody asks you today, why are you protesting? What are you going to do after? Oh, you're just going to protest? That's all you're going to do? Say no, sir, no, ma'am. Actually, the first solution and the first step in this process is defunding the police department. Can you believe, guys, that $50 billion goes to homelessness in America, but $100 billion went to the LAPD? $100 billion went to the LAPD? That's way too much money that should be going to effective policing, community policing, boys and girls clubs in the areas, black-owned businesses. My mother and father were out here in the 1970s marching for their rights, right? My aunties and my grandmother and my grandfather, they were out here in the 1950s marching for their rights. But it's been far too long, guys. It's been far too long. 400 years of having somebody's knee on our necks. 400 years of having somebody's knee on our necks. It's been way too long. And now, this is the time to actually stand up for what's right. Not only black lives, but human life. It's for human life, guys. Remember that today. This is not a black issue. Just because black bodies are dying, this is a human rights issue. And until we as a nation and we as millennials stand up for what is right, which is human life, we will never make progress. But I'm proud to see that so many individuals are out here today. And I'm really proud to know that we are not just only here for black lives, but we are also here for human lives. So give yourself a hand. Please make some noise for yourself. So today, we do have some speakers that are going to do some speeches before we lead the march. And I really want you to be mindful of what these speakers are going through. These are African American sisters that I know in the community. So I really want you, while you're listening, to fully empathize of the suffering that we are going through. If my sister's suffering, I'm suffering. So I want you guys to understand that. If my sister's suffering, I'm suffering. If my brother's suffering, I'm suffering. We can't just sit here and lay idle while there's human suffering. Human suffering cannot be alleviated by just one person. It has to be a unity of everybody, okay? So remember that. So for my first speaker, who's speaking on first? So I'm going to introduce this young lady. She was at the Garden Grove protest. I don't know if you guys were at the Garden Grove protest. I don't know if you guys were at the Garden Grove protest this past week, but we had over 3,000 individuals there with us standing really solid. And she is the president, right, of Garden Grove BSU. And she is a young millennial out here doing her damn thing, and I'm very proud of her. So make some noise.
Hi and Black Student Union at Garden Grove High School. We are here today to speak up and stand up for what is right. We come here today to mourn the lives of our Black brothers and sisters whose lives have been lost to police brutality and racist murderers. Today we gather here to tell the world that this is not okay, to tell the police department and the justice system that enough is enough. There are no ifs, ands, and buts about the injustices that Black people have to go through during our lifetimes. I should not have to be speaking about this. I should not have to look back on history and think about how my ancestors had to fight for civil rights, for human rights. Rights, meaning legal, social, or ethical principles of freedom or entitlement. Freedom. We demand freedom. I demand freedom. Enough is enough. Murder after murder, these white cops and killers continue to get away with the killings of thousands of Black individuals. It's no secret. We all know the truth. The justice system is so flawed and has never been a system that served justice. Black Lives Matter is not a joke, and it's not taking away the idea that other races are important, but due to what's been happening now and throughout our history, the attention needs to be drawn to the fact that Black Lives Matter. This is about Black people. This is about wanting justice and equality. The justice and equality white people get. This is about police brutality. This is about trying to stop these cops and racist killers from taking away Black females and males, Black children and adults, someone's mother, someone's father, someone's sister, brother, someone's friend, someone's life. The list goes on and on. We are human beings. We are people who fear and cry and smile and hurt just like you. We deserve to be treated with respect and dignity because we matter. Black lives matter. I also ask you to all continue to spread awareness and remember why you are here today. We must continue to fight the injustices day after day. Never stop speaking up for what is right. Keep fighting the good fight. And always remember, Black Lives Matter.
So before this next speech, I just want to invite all my Black brothers and sisters up to the front because you guys are going to be leading the march with me. So all of my Black brothers and sisters, please come to the front because after this speech, we're going to start marching. So yeah, please make a pathway for any I just want to introduce the next young queen. She is also a part of the Garden Grove BSU. She was a speaker at the Garden Grove protest we had this Wednesday. And she has been leading the torch ever since I met her, which is like a week ago, and I'm very proud of her. So please give it up. Make some noise, make some noise.
I'm an officer at BSU, Garden Grove High School. So, 2 days ago, I had posted a picture of the Garden Grove protest, and someone commented on my post, and it said, if Black Lives Matter, then stop killing each other. First of all, it's not if Black Lives Matter, it's they do matter. White people kill white people all the time, but that does not mean they don't matter either. People try to find every single way possible to undermine or go against the obvious truth that they refuse to accept. Justice and equality is a right, not a privilege. So why is it so hard to obtain? If you were to look under a group of people's flesh, would you be able to tell the color of their skin? No, you would not, because the creator that I believe in created us all equally. The creator that I believe in, he created us to be in one single race, and that's the human race. This country loves to separate us into different colors. Just because we're black, does that mean we don't have a right? No, it doesn't. The reason why black people get oppressed is because people don't like our color, and that's as simple as that. And it's sad. This fight will not be over. Not until we have liberty and justice for all. Does that sound familiar to you guys? Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jade Bruce and I'm the Vice President of the BSU at Garden Grove High School. I'm here today, as I'm sure all of you are as well, because Black lives are in danger. Because Black lives are in danger and we need your support. We are here today in protest of the evident authoritative abuse and police brutality occurring in our communities nationwide.
That's right!
We are here today on behalf of and in advocacy for the countless Black lives that have been lost to racism, ignorance, hate, and the lack of empathy. But more than anything, we are here today because we are empowered and beyond ready to make a difference. To come together and demand that change be made, not request. We are here today because we will no longer sit idly by as our brothers and sisters are dying at the hands of carelessness. And for that I commend you. I commend your courage and I commend your bravery for showing up here today. I commend your willingness to stand with us and fight for what's right. You already know that silence speaks, but your actions and your presence here today speaks 10 times louder. I thank you for showing up and showing out. It means the world to me, everyone beside me, and millions more around the world. Your continuous help and support does not and will never go unnoticed. Thank you.
Black Lives Matter? Black Lives Matter?
Black Lives Matter!
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 That's right, that's right. So, I want you guys to make some noise for my young queens again who came up here and spoke. It takes a lot of courage to come up and speak, and these young queens are already just in high school. In high school, I wasn't doing this, so I'm very proud of them. So, I just want to guide you guys through the synopsis of today. Now, I know you've seen a lot of different protests, but this protest is going to be a peaceful protest, okay? So we don't want no agitations. We don't want no people trying to claim intifada or anything like that. If you see somebody that is trying to vandalize or is trying to agitate, please take the initiative to tell them to leave. Please. Or you can find me or somebody else with a rainbow ribbon, or we have lawyers that have lime green hats on that are looking out for your constitutional right today. So if you see anybody, then you make some noise for them for being here. And we also have our peacemakers today who are volunteering to make sure it's a safe protest, to make sure we're safe in the streets. So if you see anybody trying to agitate or cause violence, we have your resources here today. We're here to make you safe. Also, I wanted to say, we are in Westminster. It is a heavy, it's an Asian community. For what I know, it's an Asian community, but it's very diverse as well. And my Asian brothers and sisters, I know years and years there has been this perception that you are the model minority. like I said in Garden Grove last week, you have to abolish that perception of you. You can't hold yourself to be the model minority no more. This is 2020, and of course we are still living through Jim Crow. Black men are still getting tortured and lynched right in front of cameras. And you can't sit there idle and claim to be a model minority if you can't look out for other minorities like yourself. So after today, I want you to go back home. I want you to speak to your Asian brothers and sisters and family members and talk about that model minority type of ideal that's been so ingrained within the Asian community for so many years. And I give you homework. I want you to really, really look inward and see if you adhere to that model minority precept as well. And if you do, after today, I want to see you at the next march. And I want you to keep marching. And I'm going to be here right next to you the whole long way. Because in order for us to move forward, we have to know where we came from. And we came from hate. We came from oppression. Both parties involved. After the Japanese War, there were so many Japanese in segregation camps. Right? We all went through but at the same time, black brothers and sisters are still, we're dying more than we're being born. Can you believe that? That black African American brothers and sisters are dying at an alarming rate, way more than we are being born in America. That is a human rights problem. If I can't walk freely in a grocery store without somebody looking at me, guess what? There's a knee on my neck.
That's right.
If I can't freely be in a relationship with somebody that's not my color, guess what? There's a knee on my back. It's a knee on my neck. If I can't go out and freely get an education without educators thinking I'm an angry black man if I speak my mind in the middle of a class, guess what? There's a knee on my neck. So today, I want you to remember that George Floyd died with knees on the back, on his back, on his knees, and on his neck. But put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my sister's shoes as we walk every day in America with knees on our neck everywhere we go. So, in a few minutes we are going to march. Again, we are going to march in the streets because that's what a real protest is about. And if you have any person that needs to be, who needs to be pushed back or due to COVID, please let me or one of the peacekeepers know that somebody's going to slow down, and we will surely guide them out of the protest, okay? So please let us know. But I want to lead you in some chants real quick so you guys can know the chants that will be shouted today. Of course, I'm going to say his name, and you're going to say George Floyd, and I'm going to say her name, and you're going to say Breonna Taylor, and I'm going to say his name, and you're going to say Tamir Rice, and I'm going to say her name, and you're going to say Breonna Taylor, and I'm going to say his name, and you're going to say George Floyd, and I'm going to say his name, and you're going to say Trayvon Martin. There's many names. But the most name that I am going to say today is George Floyd, because that's who we live today for, Mr. George Floyd. So when I say his name, say his name. Say his name. George Floyd! Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
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 You guys got to keep the same momentum all day. I love the energy, guys. You guys got to keep it up all day. We need this energy all day throughout the march, okay? So as we start, Just remember those 3 chants and let's do it.
Do it! Woo!
I need all my black kings and black sisters to come up in the front to us.
Make sure to hydrate before you start walking, guys.
George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd!
Say her name.
George Floyd!
Say her name.
George Floyd!
Say her name.
George Floyd!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
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 What do we want?
Now! Justice!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry.
Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Thank you.
Anh Bảy. Thêm Mỹ nè.
Ai vậy? À. không?
Anh đi quay
Dạ.
trực tiếp luôn hả?
Dạ quay trực luôn, chị đang quay thôi hả?
Quay thường thôi à.
Đang livestream.
Chạy theo kiệm chút mình đi về mệt quá.
Dạ.
Anh đi theo đi.
Thôi đủ rồi chị.
Nãy giờ anh quay lâu rồi mà phải không?
30 phút à.
Ồ dữ vậy hả?
Dạ.
Em mới đi ra đó.
Dạ chào chị.
Để
Lần
chạy
đầu được
thêm
biết
chút
chị.
cho đủ.
Cho được chạy thêm chút luôn.
Thêm chút đi rồi mình đi rồi ảnh đủ ở đây rồi.
Dạ.
Sao anh biết hay quá vậy?
Báo đăng có tin tức.
Ồ anh coi.
Có tờ báo nó đăng là ngày giờ đó.
Nhưng mà đâu biết ở đây đâu.
Dạ.
Quay trực tiếp bảo đảm luôn ha.
Thôi em chào chị nha.
Ok bye.
Bye chị.
Bye.
Xa quá rồi.
Xa quá rồi. Cảnh sát
Thôi.
dí theo luôn rồi kìa.
Cảnh sát tới rồi, bây giờ cảnh sát đang rượt theo rồi. Tại đi kẹt đường người ta nè, giờ cảnh sát nó rượt theo rồi.
Cản đường đó thôi, xe
Cản đường đó.
cái cảnh sát đuổi vô lề. Ở đây đứng ở đây cho mình đỡ quá rồi.
Ok, vậy là xong rồi ha. Cảm ơn tất cả các bạn đã quan tâm và theo dõi. Bây giờ mình xin xuống like nha. Tại vì cuộc biểu tình đã đi hết rồi và cảnh sát cũng đã rượt theo rồi. Tại vì những người biểu tình họ tràn xuống đường, họ đi lấn cái đường của xe chạy, cho nên cảnh sát họ đã rượt theo và họ chắc có lẽ họ sẽ giải tán hay là họ sẽ giúp đỡ để cho bị tránh kẹt xe đó. Thì các bạn có thấy bây giờ những chiếc xe ở đây đang kẹt rất là lớn đó, rất là nhiều xe đã bị kẹt tại đây đó, và cảnh sát được huy động tới đây để lo cái vấn đề xe cộ ở đây đó. Bây giờ xe cảnh sát lại tới đây đó. Xe cảnh sát đang chạy về hướng này đó. Dưới kia cảnh sát đã quá trời rồi. Biểu tình thì chưa có hết, vẫn còn ở dưới. Nhưng mà bây giờ thì người biểu tình đã tràn xuống đường rồi, cho nên họ làm cản trở lưu thông. Và bây giờ cảnh sát đã huy động tới đây rất là nhiều. Đó, bây giờ mình đi về hướng đó thử coi có chuyện gì xảy ra ha. Thấy cảnh sát nhiều quá rồi. Đang lúc gây cấn ha, chứ nên mình không mình tiếp tục. Bây giờ mình đi chạy về hướng đó mình coi cảnh sát làm gì ở dưới đó. Giờ mình phải đi cho mau tới đó. Thấy cảnh sát ở dưới quá trời rồi, chắc có chuyện gì rồi. Các bạn thông cảm nha, bây giờ mình đang đi bộ về hướng biểu tình đó. Cảnh sát đã kéo xuống dưới đó nhiều lắm. Để coi có chuyện gì xảy ra dưới. Đó, cảnh sát mô tô cũng đã tới đây. Rất là nhiều cảnh sát đã được huy động tới đây.
Stop, stop. What is it? Zane, stop, stop. Hey.
Làm tất cả xe đã bị kẹt ở đây hết. Bây giờ mình đang đi bộ gần tới rồi. Hình như cảnh sát họ chạy xuống coi cảnh sát ở dưới đây làm gì. Những người nào lái xe vô đây là bị kẹt cứng rồi. À, thì chắc không có gì xảy ra, cảnh sát chỉ đi theo bảo vệ thôi. Cảnh sát họ đi phía trước những chiếc xe này, họ để bảo vệ cho đoàn biểu tình, chứ không có gì hết. Mấy thằng ở trên đó nó chơi nhạc to quá cho nên không dám đứng gần, sợ dính bản quyền. Bây giờ nó xuống dưới kia, nó ngồi giữa đường luôn, nó ngồi ở giữa đường luôn. Dạ đó. Giờ chiếm luôn lòng lề đường luôn.
Còn nếu mà quý vị đi ngược lại phía này thì quý vị cũng có thể đi về con đường Đô Sa cũng như là Kinh Xá Phú Lộc Thọ.
Họ chỉ kêu tên cái ông George Floyd thôi, ông mà bị chèn cái cổ á. Họ nói rằng không thể thở được, họ không thể thở được.
Okay. Move those people. Let's block the street so we can keep them on the left side.
Right now. Guys, if you're marching with us, come with us. I got it. This is your moment. If you're in, otherwise, crosswalk. Oh!
All right, I'll see you in a second. All right.
Yeah. But, yeah. Những người này bị kẹt xe tại đây luôn, không có lối ra. Rồi mình xin cảm ơn tất cả các anh chị em và các bạn nha. Mình xin xuống like nha. Cuộc biểu tình đã đi về hướng kia rồi, mình không có chạy theo kịp nữa. Bye bye tất cả các bạn. Chào các bạn ha. Bye bye. Rồi bye bye, chào tất cả các bạn. Bye bye.